Well, thanks for having Shane and myself. For those of you who don't know me, I am Dave Milz, and I am the district administrator at Salem School. I have been there, this is my 13th year. Now, on a personal note, I grew up and was raised in the village of Paddock Lake, so it's great to be serving the school where I grew up as a child. But anyways, Salem School is beginning to amp up with regards to our referendum. And we do have some information on our website, our school's website, and we did send some information over. And the reason for that is we do know how influential you are in your leadership roles, and we just didn't want to send information and not make some personal contact. But just briefly, in this packet, you can see that the referendum is the fourth. We have some goals stated for the referendum, and that is we want to maintain our current programs, and of course we want to maintain the facility. We want to maintain the class sizes and help with the open enrollment situation. We want to build the district's fund balance to avoid short-term borrowing, and there is no projected increase to the current tax rate relative to this referendum. So we hope that we will achieve these goals, and we're hoping to get people out there to vote. There are some frequently asked questions, and we continually update this portion of our website. The most recent questions that have emerged was, does the merger between the town of Salem and the village of Silver Lake to become the village of Salem Lakes affect the referendum? And the short answer to that is no. We believe that there will be no change, since there's no change in the boundaries of the school district, and so it won't have an impact on the school tax rates associated with the school district referendum. And then the following question was, how does the governor's recent 2017-2019 state budget proposal affect or potentially affect the referendum? And we do know that whatever the final budget is, it will impact the referendum. But the question was more along the lines of, would it eliminate the need for a referendum? And we don't believe that it will eliminate the need for that referendum, but it will certainly reduce, possibly reduce the tax rate. So there's a lot of process left with to get to the final budget. But we will say that some of the initial communication that's coming from the state is more positive in terms of K-12 funding, more positive than it has been in recent years. And so we do need to build back that fund balance, and that fund balance has been utilized due to the district's ability to build the operational budget. And so those are some of the things we're doing to try to provide information on our website and information to you this evening. If you could turn to the flyer, that is the flyer that you have in the packet. That's also been distributed through our school families, and it gives a synopsis of the goals and some of the things that, some of the rationale why the district was going to a referendum. And then finally, most recently, well, I guess before I jump to that, but there's a Baird forecast model in here. We work with a company called Baird Finance, and they forecasted for us what, basically in relation to the budget, what would happen if nothing is done, or if there wasn't a referendum, and what could potentially occur with the fund balance. And so, just quickly, the green line kind of shows you where the fund balance would go into the red, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Finally, there's a mill rate graph explanation, and on the back side of that is the actual mill rate graph. And basically, what that is showing is in gray is the operational budget, and the top of that gray is the revenue limit. The green portion is the debt, and that in the pink color, or the salmon color, that is the prepaid debt. So there have been 2 years now, this current year and last year, where the district has prepaid some of its debt. And with those prepayments, we've actually saved the taxpayers, well, by the end of this school year, we will have saved the taxpayers over $60,000. I think it's right around $66,000 in interest costs. So we've saved the taxpayers that money with doing what is called a defeasance, or prepaying that debt. And if you look at that graph, essentially what we want to do is replace the money that was going towards that prepayment of debt, and we want to add that to our operational fund. It's similar to if, I guess we've probably all had car payments, but it would be similar to if you had car payments and you made it to your last car payment, you pay off your vehicle, now you have some available operational dollars. And that's what we have. So we've been prepaying some debt, and now we would like to use money that was going towards the prepayment of debt and to place that on top of the operational fund. But in order to do that, the state says, or the laws say, that you need to get permission from your taxpayers to do that. And we get that permission by going to a referendum. And so that is, in a nutshell, what is occurring with the referendum. Exhibit C, that final page, is what the ballot will actually look like. And for me anyways, for the district administrator, the rules are, I can only provide information regarding the referendum. I cannot advocate for a position. I can't advocate for a yes, or I can't advocate for a no. With the board member, it's a little bit different, and I know that Shane, I know he has some words that he would like to say, but before he does that, what I'm asking is if you can, take some time, review this information, and we are all ears in terms of, we know you have contact with many people in the community, and if there are things that you are hearing, if there are things that you believe would be advantageous for the school to do to get that information distributed to all the residents, we certainly are all ears. And that would conclude my portion.